Hey guys, it's Numismatic back with you again, and this time we're continuing the Mega Results series of videos. But it's quite an exciting time, isn't it, really, with silver over $18 an ounce, gold in the mid 1500s, and it's been a wonderful vindication, really, of everything that I felt was the case going back to the end of 2013, when gold was at about 1085 at a low. An ounce of gold in British pounds was about 760. It's now 1250 odd, and there's been a great upward swing. Lots of things have happened to make that upward swing possible. Although I believed in gold, I never really bought bullion as such, pure low margin gold. I always bought gold and silver that had some potential for a numismatic value as opposed to just a pure metal value. And whilst potentially I could have done maybe a little bit better in this current upswing if I'd have bought pure metal, I believe still that the balance of risk and is such that diversification really pays off. I think I haven't really done badly on anything that I've bought and sold for my own collection, although I don't really buy and sell as a dealer in any way. I do everything really because I want to change around my own collection. I still think that's the way to go, although I do see a lot of people who have bought even semi-numismatic items now saying, please buy this for spot, please buy this for a tiny bit less than spot, I want to sell this quick to pay the bills and stuff like that. And I understand the sense that if you think that gold is at a high at the moment, then it can make sense to sell and convert back into paper money, back into fiat. Personally, I think gold still has a way to go. I think there are lots of indications that the markets may be a little too hot. Corporate bonds have gone down to an all-time low. People are looking for places to put money. Governments are big buyers of gold at the moment, and I'm not in any rush to sell any gold. I think that having an amount of gold as a hedge against the devaluation of paper currency, whether it's in this particular form, which is semi-numismatic, beautiful proof items, or whether it's a chunk of bullion in a bar, I really do think there is a bigger place than ever for a chunk of gold in the value of any person's assets. And I really wish more regular working people would even think that buying some kind of gold is a sensible, attainable thing that they could do. And I would love to see, people maybe spend a little bit less on drink and drugs and booze and anything else that they waste money on, and just put a little bit of money away so that they can buy one or two of these beautiful items to have for a rainy day when their pound notes and their dollar notes and their euro notes have devalued to the worthless amount that they will be given the fullness of time in a totally inevitable way. And I think it's the best thing that I ever did in trying to save through buying some kind of investment in precious metals, gold and silver. And I actually do think silver now has quite a bit of a way to go, and potentially is a pretty good investment at the moment, even over $18 an ounce. For the best quality gold and silver coins, it's thecoinconnection.co.uk with 2% discount code BEN all September. Look guys, I know I got a bit sidetracked, and maybe I should be talking about these beautiful coins that you're seeing here. But actually, in a way, talking about savings is far more interesting. So few people have any kind of real savings. People are still laden with debt. The average person, if they lost their jobs, if there was a medical emergency, if a family member needed something, they wouldn't have anything to give. And there isn't an easy answer to it. It happens gradually over a period of time. But there's no real secret to how to save, whether it's in gold and silver or stocks and shares or property or anything else. You just need, for a while, maybe up to 4, 5, 6 years, to not spend everything that comes across into your bank account. So, make sure that 20% of everything that you earn gets put away, and gets put away into things that you can't liquidate very easily. And all the people who've submitted coins to me, I can assure you, and they are ordinary people. Some have a little bit more, some have a little bit less, but all the people who own and have saved to buy all of these beautiful coins that you're seeing here, including this wonderful Kew Gardens, all these people are just normal, everyday people who've taken the decision not to spend everything, but to save a little bit and be able to save, buy something more, buy another thing, put something away, swap two things for one bigger thing, maybe sell something in their collection, maybe make $50, maybe make £100 on something, somebody else buys it, and gradually the value of their collections goes up. Maybe the price of gold goes up, they can sell, they can buy something else that's of interest. But all of the people pretty much I know who own these beautiful items have basically started from nothing, and and they've accumulated some kind of value and some kind of wealth based on not spending. What does not spending mean? Maybe you're going to go out and buy a new car and you want to have something that's going to, be flashy in front of the neighbours. So you lease a car. Very, very nice. You can lease a brand new car, not for very much money. But if you kept your existing car for another 2 or 3 years, those lease payments could be put away. And every month you might get 1 or 2 sovereigns or half an ounce of gold every month. Just think, in a year's time, you've got 6 ounces of gold. The gold price goes up to $2,000 an ounce, maybe, I hope, at some stage. Then you'll have savings of the equivalent of $12,000. That's something that can be achieved without too much difficulty. And the interesting thing I find is that the incomes, if you look at incomes of regular people, people have pretty much the same kind of incomes, but they make different choices. Some people decide to buy a new car and impress the neighbours. Some people decide to smoke a lot of cigarettes. Some people want to go out for expensive meals. But by moderating all those wasteful bits of expenditure and putting little by little money, and it doesn't have to be in gold or silver, it can be in investment trusts, it could be in some kind of regular share purchase scheme where an amount of money goes away every month. That is the way to be able to buy property, and it's the way to be able to buy beautiful items like this. And the way of doing it is just a little bit of sacrifice over a moderately long enough period of time. So I guess this video, I wasn't really thinking about what this video would be. It has turned into a little bit of a rant, but a lot of people say, oh well, these people who own these coins must be millionaires, and they're really not. They're really just ordinary people who started with an ounce of silver, maybe over a few years, and who've been able to accumulate quite large amounts of capital for a rainy day. And it is something that most people who are working and who are productive can afford to do in some way, whether it's small or whether it's large. And I hope that my words echo in some way, and that you understand that This isn't kind of unique or very difficult. You can do the same thing as well with a following wind and a little bit of luck. And maybe one day you can have one or two of these amazing, beautiful gold coins that I like so much and appear with regularity on the Numismatic channel. So I hope you like that. Again, once more, apologies for the rant, and please do let me know your opinions on the coins, of course, yeah, by all means, but also on whether it's possible to just to save a little bit at a time and end up achieving quite a lot.